Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. A few things have happened in between last episode. I've recalled our fighters because we're getting outmatched here, which does take away air power from the channel, thankfully. We might be able to outmatch them. I have told the civilian factories to start upgrading these runways in Germany over here that we actually control. So there's not going to be any riots breaking them or anything. And we'll get some more fighters up over there as soon as we're done with like Sicily and Italy itself. Yeah, we do have a lot of enemy fighters here. It's not working out all that well. Meanwhile, we're still fighting in Turkey and the Middle East and all that. It's a fun place to be, quote unquote. Yeah, we have our air wings assigned here, but they don't have any missions because they're bloody outnumbered if they take off. We already don't have all of our fighters being top of the line, so that wouldn't help us a bit. They'd get butchered, frankly. Now, how long until 100 days until we get the Yak 3? That should help, and then we'll immediately make an awesome variant of it. Because we can. Actually, I think it might not be a bad idea to just get a Yak 3, like, with a single engine upgrade for 25 experience. Just make it that tiny smidge better. We'll be able to make like 5 or something before we'll have to switch, but it doesn't matter. We'll still have like 5 per day, so hey, not bad. We might be able to crank out a couple hundred, actually. Yeah, roughly 1 per day, and 5.5 per day. We're gonna get to like 600, which is not bad for a 100-day production run. And then, of course, we'll be switching it up with the Yak 3, which will get all the engine upgrades it will ever desire. It's going to be wonderful. Just wait for it. Now, unfortunately, we're not really succeeding in taking the port. We're going to tell 5 divisions to temporarily halt and get their organization back, but it is not going well at all. Britain basically has air superiority over here, very annoying. We've chased them out of Italy, thankfully. But yeah, it is not looking too good. They have all their troops over here, or at least somewhere. Like, I think from the Middle East. They went right over here. Which is very annoying. Oh god, we've been surrounded over here. That is very bad. I don't like getting surrounded a lot. I'm gonna be completely honest about that one. We're gonna assign a bunch of you a front line over here. We're gonna assign you guys to over there, although I'm not sure why. You'll move yourself at some point, it's fine. And then they'll all move down here and hopefully free this one unit that's being surrounded now. Very bad. Would not like to be a part of that, I'm not gonna lie. Now are they finally relaxing over here? Nope. There's 2,700 fighters flying over here. AAA is not doing a single thing. Our unit is running out of time. I need you to make a beeline for Tel Aviv. Get a port so you can get a couple of resources. There is 7 divisions over here. That's quite a lot, I'm not gonna lie. It would benefit us all greatly if you could just take a port and stay alive long enough. I don't think it's gonna be a thing, so we'll have to rely on our counter push from over here, which might get significantly delayed depending on the circumstances here. We just make sure to push them out, that'd be grand. There we go, just start some decent offensives, they'll fall. What do you mean they're not falling? Oh well. Meanwhile, yeah, we're never going to be able to push into 20 divisions over there. Oh, by the way, we're invading Japan. Why? Because reasons. Pretty good reasons, actually. There is no enemy fleet here. If we could just take a port, we're golden. I'm going to take the time to send you all over there. Because it'll be good for you, and good for us. If we could just take this port, we can walk into Osaka, Nagoya, Tokyo. These are technically our land, so we don't have to take them. It would probably help if we did. But let's think about what we're doing here. We're trying to end the war here. We'll capitulate when there's 20% or less. We will basically end this war for the Allies. Hopefully they shouldn't be able to get involved. But yeah, we're gonna have to be fighting a unit over there, which is annoying. I was sort of hoping we could get away without any bloodshed in this one. But that's the way it has to be. Now let's push these guys to freedom. Hi, Japan! On one horse, and basically take Osaka. If we could just take a port, that's good enough. We can also open a second front if we happen to take Osaka. They've lost some ships. We have lost some ships. That's fine. Just search and destroy them for now. We're working on freeing those units. Excellent. Osaka is not working out. We do have a second front, however. Unfortunately, things are not working out. We're all low on supplies as well, so this is going to be a do or die. It's probably going to be a die at this rate. Seriously, this is not looking too good whatsoever. I need to do a landing over there quickly. Yeah, we're not assigned. That's annoying. It's gonna take 2 weeks. Can you guys hold on for 2 weeks? I wonder. I think we might be able to, but I'm not sure. That's the worrying part here. We're gonna be fighting this guy on 2 fronts. Hopefully we can maybe march to like one of the capitals. I'm not entirely sure. We sank the HMS Duke of York and a destroyer, which is nice. There's a ton of British troops here. Annoyingly. It feels a bit unfair. Even though it's not unfair or anything, it just feels like a giant pain. France is still like, yep, we have a ton of hostile troops. That are like, they want you dead. They're in our land. Have fun. But why did you do this to me? Even more, why are you doing that to me? We need to take a port somewhere, for crying out loud. It's still 10 days until that's done preparing. That's not good. It really isn't good at all. You should be taking... yeah, there you go. That's a faster one. Naval battle. We sank some more stuff. Excellent. We still own Italy. Benelux is still overpowered. Quite heavily, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this. We're up to 6 Lag 3 Mark 1s per day. So we're gonna get over 600 of them in the end. That'll be nice, you know? Thankfully, they are now trying to attack us. And having the same problem. That does not work. Looks like we liberated our troops here. Which is nice. Let's hope they don't get cut off in mass. There's also one guy over here. He actually made it. Wow. Kudos to that guy, seriously. Well, you know what needs to be done now? More territorial conquests, of course. You need to stay attached to that front, good boy. Or a good man, rather. Oh, it looks like we're about to squish another port here. Some random alarm going off outside. Nothing to worry about. Someone's car's being broken into or something, I don't know. Might have tapped it. Or someone might have hit it, I don't know. Not expecting anyone to be dead. Let's put it like that. Very cheerful. I'm pretty sure nobody died. Love it. A lot of people are embarking. That is worrying, but at the same time, it's working out, so we'll live with it. We're now spreading out and claiming land. Excellent. Looks like we'll be able to shut the Suez pretty quickly. I'm just worried about the Benelux. How are we supposed to take that? I think the answer is we don't. Or at least air superiority wise. It's going to be very hard the coming couple of fights. I think we just killed that guy, cut off. This guy should also be having a pretty bad day by now. Unfortunately, the British over here will be able to retreat into France. Again, a diplomatic faux pas which should result in war, or at least nuclear fire being rained on Paris. You know, I don't approve of any of this cowering over the borders and hiding, etc. It's like the Vietnam War, where the neighboring countries were all harboring Viet Cong fighters. There we go. Do we have any? We do have 11 AA here. It's not great, but it's a start, I suppose. Border with France, still militarized, but nothing happening. A lot of attacks are happening over here. We have the decryption advantage, we have air support, air superiority and all that. They have no defense and they are getting hammered. There we go. Wipe them out of the face of this earth. We sank the HMS Hero. That's so cute. I think that's the entire army at this point. Yeah, they're pretty much all assigned over there. Which means we should be able to assign them an offensive order now. Yeah, 21 out of 21. Your first offensive line will be over here. You know what? Go nuts. Be as aggressive as you can be. Make sure I get the Suez Canal. And then all we need is Gibraltar at some point. Easily holding defense over here. Lost a destroyer. It happens. We're replacing them fast enough so that they don't really care. Which is the best part. And looks like we're about to take part of the Suez Canal, which means they will no longer be able to use it. So we should deploy some submarines over here at some point. Oh, yeah. Our troops here, they're all dead. And in the process of dying further. That's not good. Let's assign them, you know? Let's make some replacements, just in case. Screw it, go for the naval base near Tokyo. It's gonna take 28 days to prepare. Thankfully, not all that long. If you guys can just move somewhere that can get us supplies, that would be grand. I'm gonna add 2 more troops to that. Chapayev class, excellent. Another light cruiser to build. I want to upgrade our screening ships before we upgrade the battleships, etc. Doesn't really matter that much, I suppose. Yeah, we'll lose 30 days production, it's fine. Still struggling over here, very much. So, in case... In fact... Words. How's the Yak coming? Still 40 days. We could have had better engine power on our Lac 3 Mark 1s that we were building. Oh well, it's a risk of the trade. This defense here is going extremely well, making sure that the British are actually bleeding this time instead of us. We are very much ahead in casualties now, I'm very proud to say. Yeah, it's because they keep charging across. Thanks, UK. You were doing a lovely job of weakening yourself for us. Thank you. It's so wonderful to have friends like that. Yeah, we're about to take the entire Suez Canal into our hands there. Unfortunately, we're not winning this defense anymore. Which means they will be dead. Just fire that landing when ready. If we lose that landing force as well, we will be out of like troops in that area for a while. At least good troops. Like we'll have these ready. Pretty soon we can already deploy like the first wave. I'd rather have them just train because we don't need to rush them out. If that makes sense. It probably does. We want to use them right away, so let's just keep them in training for a while. Right, we should be able to overpower the British here, finally. So let's see how this goes. If we just get swarmed by 4,000 fighters, like a certain scenario that might happen, then we're just gonna pull back and be like, yep, good show, bye-bye. Good, I want to deploy another 400 fighter wing here. Because we have the space. You know, just making sure that we actually get all our stuff done. Need to keep pushing this, obviously. We're still not across here, which is a little annoying. We're about to take into full control of the Suez Canal. Now the good thing is the British can't actually attack from France, but I still want to keep the main border with France militarized, just in case they end up joining at some point. Same for Greece and Yugoslavia, etc. Again, the British are just trying to attack across here, but it's just not working for them. Which is great, because their casualties are going up. Which is like, in my head, it's increasing my war score, just because like, hey, you know, we're killing these guys more efficiently than they're killing us. Which I feel should always be celebrated. Especially it's the Soviets, when your whole tactics exists around sending men to death. Unfortunately, that was gonna happen. We lost our troops there again, so we're down more men. What did we just research? I have no idea. I'm frankly losing track of it all. Oh yeah, we could definitely do with improved... like the field hospitals, so we don't bleed our men to death. That sounds like a nice thought. Alright buddy, come on. We have 8 divisions assigned. If we just get that port, we will be golden. It's the region of Kanto. Oh god. Pokemon? Nope, not on this show, I'm afraid. Not today. We do nearly have these airfields maxed, which means we can send a crap ton of bombers to the UK. A ton of fighter support over here. You know, we're gonna have any pilots left after this. There's the manpower recovering, 10.4. Britain is still trying to attack the Straits here. Stop trying to make it happen, Britain. It's not gonna happen. We sank some convoys with our ginormous fleet. That's how you do it. They're all holding out in Cairo right now. Fair enough, I guess. They have landed here again. We can't enter the province anymore. Let's just keep them contained. Seems like a decent enough idea. The troops are boarding now, I think. We did see some units moving here, so you know, this is not going to succeed at all. At least we should have the units alive after this. Dear lord. Why are you unassigned? Did you make it out of there? Well, you're marshaled now, son. We'll assign you in a bit. We'll send you as reinforcement waves. Yes, excellent. We could have actually landed in Tokyo, but nah. Don't really feel the need to, if I'm honest. We're gonna keep making this a thing. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make it. And they will die horribly. It'll be lovely. Oh crap, submarines. Yeah, about that. Doing some convoy escort. Oh hey, there's the fleet! Right on schedule, boys! We lost one convoy, they lost a submarine. We didn't lose a stack of troops, but I think one of them did lose some strength. Oh, they're back. And the fleet's like, yo, we got this. And I'm pretty sure they do indeed have it. Come on, give me my troops back so I can actually move. You British bastards. Oh no, they tried. We sank one of their subs. Glorious. Our troops are making headway again. We sank Irish convoys. They're probably trying to reinforce or leave Palermo. Or Malta. One of the two. Cross out the one that isn't applicable here. They lost 4 submarines. Yeah, get eaten, Britain. How do you like that? That's nice. Oh crap. Thankfully, it doesn't have a naval fort. We look to be winning for now. I don't think that will continue to be the case. Oh right, we have airfields here. That limits. How many planes do they have? Only 54 support. I want to have some tactical bombers. We require air support. Please? They might not even get there. Oh no, wait, they still have to deploy. No, China, I don't want you in my faction. I want to eat you. There goes the last submarine, so we're out of that crap. Or better said, they're done with that crap. Our people really aren't any good right now, but they're trying, bless them. There's the Yak 3. Thank God. I mean, I'll 10 next. And then production. Yak 3 Mark 1. Engine 5. All the agility. We'll give you a bit of range. And reliability 4. That's a good yak. And then we like more yakety yaks. Excellent. We're producing about 3 per day, which isn't bad. We will be able to outproduce Britain at some point. In fact, we're gonna add another line just to make sure that we do. Because we can trade until it's not even funny anymore. And they will eat everything. It'll be lovely. So how many are we producing per week? 42, not bad. Not bad at all. Xian King's like, please let us join you, we don't want to die. But you're already dead. And we're about to win a port. Sweet. Spread out in all different directions. Rest of the troops that are still alive, sign up for this front line right away. Objective. Roll all over Japan right now. We overran a guy. Lovely. You can take Nagoya. can go over there as well to back him up. You could just go sightseeing. I mean, Japan should be easy to crumble, because they already lost a ton of their lands. We actually made a bit of headway on this front. Wow. Finnish front. Finnish front. I mean, Norwegian front. Technically, it is a Finnish front, but the Finnish front was sort of turned around. Now, the funny thing is, we cut these guys off eons ago, so we can just surrender and surround and kill them all now. It's lovely how that works sometimes. Being able to win a war without barely fighting it. I'm sorry, Japan, were you trying to do something? Bloody well hope not. Oh no, mate, you don't get it. You're gonna help over there. So is he. And so are you. Come on, chop chop. Make the front move. They might not be able to make the front move. Why did you have to... Why did you have to move when I wanted you to stay here? Idiot. Well, I mean, the war's still going strong, so that helps. I mean, there's no possible way in hell we're gonna lose this fight. We did lose some divisions here, sure, but those are just troops. They have lost well over 1.5 million, while we've nearly lost... Well, we've lost a substantial amount, I suppose. If you really have to crunch the numbers, we might have lost a bit, but we'll be fine. We still have 3 million manpower. I don't think Britain can say the same. They have a crap ton more fighters, though, for now. It's very annoying. I wish they would stop with that. We have some interwar fighters here. That is not gonna help. Really. But thanks for the, you know, thanks for the heads up. You could just march into there, get some extra flanking on Nagoya. They should be surrendering then. Now hopefully we'll be able to get all of Japan, because, well, we fought for it, and the Americans were like, yeah, we did a thing. No, you really didn't. All the allies have been fighting a terrible war for too long, and we have to take this land off of them, clearly. The Russian bear was designed to take all the land here. There we go, just take Nagoya, that should... And then maybe Osaka, then they'll surrender. Their unity is high because they're traditional warriors, etc. France is like, I want to move across your land! No. No, 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 no. You don't get it, do you, France? We'll be moving across your land soon. Permanently. Now can you guys, for the love of God, please assign to a better front line? Because I did have you tell you to have an offensive line. Over there. You know, just make it happen. The Norwegians. Just pausing for like half a second to make sure that I was actually saying something correctly. Like, I don't want to keep confusing them all the time, like Danish and Norwegian, all that stuff. No, I don't want to be insensitive to the situation over there. Now, let's modify our tanks further, shall we? T-44 Mark IIIs. With a better gun! That was easy. Are we using T-60 still? We might be. We'll make a T-60 Mark I, because why the hell not, comrade? We'll convert it later into modern tanks anyway. Right, up next. This war is easy. It's managed. No further invasions going on of us. All we have to do is take out the UK. How hard can that be, right? Yeah, how hard can that be? Comrade Commissar, the motherland needs more Yak 3s. Just keep giving me Yak 3s, comrade. Hey, United States. Why do you want to trade with me? United States, you're supposed to like us. Why don't you want to trade? We can only trade for up to 1 unit. For up to 0 units. Why not? Jerks. We'll trade with Mexico. We'll make Trump sweat, you know? Wait, why do we... Venezuela, you jerks! Low trade influence. Like, nope, we're gonna cut you off now. Fine, screw you. Screw everyone, dear lord. I'm gonna have to close my economy. Yeah. It does hurt us a little bit, but then again, it also makes sure we don't have to trade with those bloody capitalists anymore. Yes, thank you. Capitalist pigs. Now I know why Lenin warned me. In the future, the Allies will try to undercut you in the trade deals. Ugh. They will try to make use of your weak standpoint in the world and make sure that they can attain utter dominance over the continent. We will have to rise up against the bourgeoisie to make sure that that doesn't happen. We basically told them, like, hey, we own all this rubber now, you're not going to get any of it. There we go. We are forcing the Africa to happen, actually. How many ships do we have? Not an unbeatable amount, but then again, we have to take out the air power first. Or at least taking that out would help. Significantly. Now, comrade, how is our Yak 3 production coming along? 70! That's more like it. Oh. The Commissariat is proud of your work for the motherland, comrade. There we go, just roll over Japan. Insignificant little ants. Actually, comrade, the motherland demands more Yak 3s. If you can make it a thing, that would be lovely. Oh, we have some nuclear reactors built, excellent. We're also working on repairing a lot of our civilian factories right now. Which isn't a bad idea either. Even though they'll probably get broken right away again. Until we end the war. It's gonna take a while. But at least we're winning the war. That's a start, you know? It always helps to win a war that you're fighting. Especially if you win it big. And we are winning it big, thankfully. Keep driving to Osaka, comrades. That should be the last victory point we need. And then we'll be drinking sake in Tokyo by the evening, I suppose. It's not going to take all that long. Even if we're only attacking from a single province, we are squishing them. They're actually trying to attack us, funnily enough. I'm not sure why. Come on, comrades. Yes. 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 Excellent. Meanwhile, still making progress over here. It's all well and good. That's nice, dear. Now, comrade. Production report. Oh, 80. 80 per week. That's nice. The motherland appreciates your service, comrade. I think we have enough weapons for now. Which means we can build more yaks! Yay! We can finally up the trade with Venezuela a bit more. Hopefully they won't cut us off again, the bastards. They should know by now that messing with us never ends well. Comrade Commissar, we are being surrounded by the enemy. The split-eyed bastards have managed to see through our attack plan and are executing a well-devised counterattack. Thankfully, our sergeants and our officers have managed to notice it in time, and we are able to strike back at the imperialist bastards. Yeah, let's squish that guy. Make sure he doesn't reinforce his friends at Osaka. Now, thankfully, we have a couple of ports here now, so we shouldn't be able to get cut off of supplies. No, wait, let them leave. Let them leave. If they leave, that'll be amazing. There we go. There we go. That's good enough, comrade. We just got cut off. Oh dear. Well, we'll send some cavalry over now. All we need is our access to like the mainland of Japan back. That'd be nice. We're getting heavily attacked over there, which is annoying. Thankfully, we can send you in there to then take out them. And it's a devious plan, but if it works, I don't know, we might have Osaka soon. I will leave you stationed over there to help with that. And then we'll reinstate our mainland access over there. We just need Osaka, then we should be able to win the fight. We're mopping up the flank over here, which is pretty nice. They called off their attack on that, which is great. Although they're not in multiple combats anymore either, which is a little bad. But, you know. Ooh, meanwhile, Comrade Commissar. 94 fighters, yes. That's a nice weekly production target. Can we kill these guys? Maybe. Hopefully. Do we have any airfields here? Yes, we do. Just give me a bunch of interwar bombers to throw at him. Reinforce organization, etc. Yes, let them leave, and then we'll strike. We take Osaka and they cry. And everything will be okay again. Now might be the time to strike. It's working okay. I guess. Could have been better. Somehow, I think. We're gonna have to cancel off these diversions. Yeah, call off the assault. We need to rest for more manpower. It didn't help that we were cut off from supplies for a bit. I said wait for manpower, damn it. Although you guys might be able to take that province quite easily. Sverdlov class, excellent. 4 days for our improved tank. You know what, get us a carrier, why not? We have the production to be able to make the fighters. Out of thin air! And Russian resources. Yes, comrade. We just sank some more Irish convoys, sweet. I think it's like 3 convoys per infantry unit, so we just killed like 2 infantry units, I think? Or 2 infantry units worth of manpower, at least. Excellent, we have taken that province. Now we're sending a diversion diversionary attack over there, which actually is working pretty well. That might mean another flank on Osaka, especially if we can wipe out the remainder here. I'm just gonna put a quick stop to this, just to make sure that it doesn't happen again. T-54. Yes, we have our modern tank. Land Doctrine is fully maxed. Naval Doctrine, never started it. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Dear Lord. Well, let's get looking at our tanks. T-54. Yoink. It was actually quite a bit cheaper to do that. Upgrade the gun. Upgrade the speed. Actually, speed doesn't matter that much, does it? Not when we're talking like armor. We'll make this a T-54-1. And I'd like you to also build T-54s. Aha! You didn't see that one coming, did you, Ivan? And we're still mostly working on Yak 3 Mark 1s. A project I'm not opposed against. Field Hospital 3, excellent. We still have 3 million manpower. We're never gonna run out. Let's face it. It's gonna be lovely forever. You regain a bit of manpower. As soon as this guy hits like 99, we'll cancel these guys and let him, or at least 94-ish. You know, that's good enough. We'll recuperate a bit of manpower. We'll close this guy off and probably kill him if he doesn't retreat to Osaka, and then we can just encircle Osaka from everywhere. Oh dear Lord, the Japanese army just arrived! How do I translate? Quick, quick, go for Osaka! Dear Lord, all the troops just showed up at once. It's like, oh crap, we might lose the war. Better start fighting, eh, comrades? Oh god. Thankfully, we've surrounded them on all sides. We have extremely wide combat width. And just about everyone is able to enter the fight. Actually, everyone is in the fight. That's tearing them down. Look at that. Yeah, we have won the war there. Simple. And we have gotten recruits, finally. Ready for the war on Communist China to become best China. Usurped China. There we go. Assign some divisions to that front. Oh, there we go. State of Japan. We are in with the US, Yugoslavia, France, Greece. They all have like 10 war score. We have 480. And turn. We'll pass for points. And turn. They took a little bit stuff, I think. But yeah, they didn't have any points. So we got to take everything. I'm done here. The American-Japanese War is still going on against the Republic of Menjiang. I guess. Oi! Get off my land, you wankers! Posh bastards. What the hell is that? Reconcile Japan. So where is this mythical place you call Thailand then? Game? I'd love to know. Siam? Siam. Thailand, Siam. Am I the only one missing something here? Well, that definitely makes it easy. That is now mine. Although you bastards will eat it as soon as you can. Contain the British threat, please. I don't like them. anything left here? No, not that I'm interested in. So, the American-Japanese War is still going on against Menjiang. Lord knows where that is. My geography isn't that good, you know. I mean, they've pretty much won it, though. We've taken 1 million casualties, finally. The British alone have taken 760k, so British Raj, United Kingdom, all makes up for that. Then there's like the Netherlands and Belgium, 500,000 of men together. Oh, there's Menjiang. Yeah, they're not gonna get there. Actually, never mind, the UK might get there. Oi, come back here! That's our land! Oh, does this have any resources we might be able to use? 10 rubber. You tried! Award goes to the 10 rubber for trying. It's very cute. Oh look, America showed up. For crying out loud, guys! Get off me land! Well, we'll wipe them out. It's just a matter of time. Bloody British. Always coming to take our tea. We don't even drink tea, but we fight for it anyway. More factories? Ooh. Dangerous proposal. Now what's America doing here? They're not technically at war with us, so I think we might be able to let it slide. It's like, hey, we cool? Yeah, we cool. For now, America. One day we'll come and finish you off, I swear to God. If we could kill those armies, that'd be great. Yeah, no, of course, we're all still strategically redeploying, etc., so we have some stuff to retake here. So that'll be interesting. I never would have guessed that Thailand would have been in Siam, especially since it was occupied the whole time. But yeah, now we have more resources here. Hooray, I guess. So, you know, we'll have more factories to build more Yak 3s with. Let's check the production. We're getting 126 every week. We're finally starting to phase out some I-16s again, so that means we're getting some better planes here. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like down below. It really does help out the channel a lot. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, and until next time, have a good one, folks.